Hey guys, I want to show you this simple operation I'm going to do on my Maverick over-under shotgun. First thing you're going to have to do is get the action off the stock. It's very simple. There's a butt plate held on by one screw, so it'd be on there, something like that, or the other way. Just remove the screw, this thing pops out. There's a large cavity, and at the bottom where you see that hole is where you'll have this bolt and washer. I had to use a 12 mil socket, two extensions to reach it. Once you do that, you just pull the action away. This is what you're going to see. Now my mission is to use this gun for self-defense. Rather, I want to buy the HS-12 tactical version. This is what I use. This is the hunter model. This is what I use for killing turkeys and clay birds and a lot of other things. So I'm very comfortable using it. It's what I like. It's what I know how to use. It's what I use all the time. So it only makes sense that that's what I would use for a home protection gun. But there's one problem, and it's that if you point the gun down, it won't fire. So for a field gun, that's fine, but for self-defense, if you're shooting on a downward angle, which you may have to do, like down the stairs, or some bad guy you have pinned down, you may need to fire it. So if you look right where my finger is there, see that triangular piece? That's what's going to block the trigger. So watch that as I tilt. There, it moved. So now if I pull the trigger, which I can't really do, I'll try with my pinky, it won't move. As I rock the gun back, or the receiver back, now it goes back, and now the trigger, see how that lifts? It's not blocked anymore. So it looks like it's just held in there with one pin right there, right above the spring. Not sure which way I'm going to knock it out. I got some punches. I'm going to try to knock that out. And, as I said, I don't really care about this if it's on, but when I ordered the short barrel version, I definitely want to take that out. So I'm just going to play with it. But that's what you're looking for. If you take that out, then your over-under will perform great. Hey guys, I did punch out the pin, so I used my little punch here. I was able to get that out. Maybe you can foresee the problem that I couldn't have, is that once you punch that out, how do you get that block out of there? So I don't have any really a way to compress the hammer spring to remove that. I don't really want to remove the pin here because it's mushroomed on the other side, so they don't want me to remove that. Not seeing a lot of good ways. This thing here is a very cheap piece of aluminum. It's just molded. I'm probably just gonna drill, at least put a few holes here and then cut this part off. I may just keep cutting till I can pull the whole thing out of this little area here, or I might just cut half that off, which would render it useless. So I don't know if you guys have any other ideas, but I'm all out. So when in doubt, get the drill and the Dremel ready to go. So anyway, that's that. One last thing I want to point out, you can see there's a spring right here, metal spring right down this part here, and I'll try to show you close up what that looks like. It's a trigger return spring, right? Let's see if I can move that trigger. Well, the stupid block is in the way. Stupid block. Okay, anyway, you can see where it's just wearing on the metal there. It's wearing really bad because it's just a steel wire on there. Can you see it? That's why the return is real gritty, and eventually that's going to wear. I mean, a lot. I'll try to put maybe some thick grease on that wear point. Just something to be aware of on these. I know they're less expensive. I mean, maybe it won't fail, but it hasn't failed me yet. So anyway, this little thing lives on. Alright guys, finally got this little bastard out. The way to do that is I had to remove one of the hammer springs. Now this doesn't have a easy way of doing it like a Smith & Wesson revolver. There's a little place where you put a pin. Didn't have anything like that. What I was able to do is set this sear up just a little bit so it clicked out of the way. Then I kind of pushed the hammer forward a little bit, and then I took my needle nose pliers and I was able to push it down just enough to get it out of that hole in there. With that removed, I was finally able to get this out. I tried using a Dremel to just grind it, but it would catch and spin, and it was a bad thing. So this is the better way of doing it anyway. So now it shouldn't have that that condition, whereas when you tip forward, that trigger can still raise. So I did this on my Hunter, and I'm going to do it on the HS12 when I get it as well.